This winter, many people are going to struggle without the basic necessities needed to survive it. I have teamed up with One Ummah, a 100% donation charity, to give you the chance to help them and earn Allah's pleasure through giving in sadaqah. Link in the description. Assalamu alaikum guys, and welcome to another episode of Smile to Jannah. Grooming gangs. Yeah, if you're in the da'wah or you've been giving da'wah or talking about Islam with non-Muslims, this term typically tends to come up because the right wing, the far right, have hijacked this term and linked it to Asians and then linked it further to Islam. Yeah, you've got certain people, I don't want to dignify them by mentioning their names, but again, they're trying to make it seem like it's a Muslim issue or at the very least, a race issue. However, of course, if you have been following my channel, you know and you're equipped to deal with this nonsense, frankly. I mean, here's a Guardian article admitting that a Home Office report concluded that it is not an Asian problem. They've admitted that it's a white problem. Yeah, it's majority people that are white, but when you paint it out to be an Asian problem, when it finally happens, for example, you can see this bit of news that a police officer was involved in grooming. But when you paint it out, oh, it's just the Asians, it takes away from the victims that are actually suffering from this. So what I wanted to talk about is Eleanor Williams. Yeah, now Eleanor Williams came out and said that she was a victim of being trafficked and RAPED, yeah, don't want to be demonetized, yeah, by an Asian grooming gang. Yeah, this was in May 2020. Now this caused an uproar, yeah. Somebody created a Facebook page, it had 100,000 followers, they raised money for her, which got up to about £22,000. In the area that she was called Barrow, the far right made extreme gains in that area. People on her street had purple elephants, yeah, as a symbol for her. She had merchandise like t-shirts and mugs and all these sorts of things that were being sold. The people that had bitter brown skin were receiving death threats. Alcohol was being poured on them. Doctors in surgeries were being abused. Yeah, some people had to move out the area. Some had to move colleges, frankly. But it has emerged that the injuries that we saw were self-inflicted. Yes, she did it to herself using something called a claw hammer, which she bought from Tesco, mate. But what about the abusers, mate? Yeah, no, she just found random people online. Yeah, but what about that message that we saw insulting the fact that she's white and she's this and she's that? No, she made that up. Despite all this, the MP of the area called Simon Fell goes,
she's a victim. Oh, poor girl. She's a victim and she needs our support.
What about the other people, mate? I swear there was this one guy who received like 500 death threats. There's one guy whose marriage broke. People that were living in fear in that area. The race divide that it created. What about that? No.
The poor girl. I mean, there was something inside her.
So this is quite interesting as well, because some people have the opinion anytime a woman mentions sexual abuse or something similar, you have to take what she says and that's it, mate. No, that's the other extreme. Yes, on the one hand, some of their cases are not being taken seriously, but the other extreme is you're not taking any evidence on board either. And this was used by many people in the far right. Again, I don't want to dignify them by mentioning their names, but very high profile figures, they lived off this sort of stuff, yeah? And when you go on their pages, you're like,
oh damn, maybe it's our fault. Where's this happening? What's this? What's that?
But again, it wasn't verified. It filled in with the narrative. And you know what? It was social media that acted like judge, jury, and executioner. All in one, mate. I had to talk about this, guys, because it's these sorts of stories that get buried under the carpet. And when somebody asks us and alleges,
oh, you're Muslim, yeah? What about this and what about that?
You have to keep these examples in your brain, in your mind. Refer to them, bookmark them, save them, add them to your playlist. That's why, guys, you watch these videos, mashallah, you are ahead of the curve and ahead of the game. If you want to support what I'm doing, of course, I've got the Patreon in the description. Allah bless you guys for supporting. If you can, of course. If you can't, enjoy the comment. At least hit the like, drop a comment, and keep supporting, guys. Let's stay real in this fake world. Let's leave it there. Until next time. Assalamu alaikum.